What's up, y'all? I'm Auntee Rik, the biz organizer, coming to you from the south side of the Metro Atlanta area. I help freelance designers organize and structure their business so they can focus their attention on giving their best as a creative. Before I get into structure feeds creativity, please do me a favor and put a 1 in the chat if you freelance part-time, or a 2 in the chat if you freelance full-time. So, a little bit about me, very, very little snippet. I just recently retired from full-time freelance brand, graphic, and web design, making the transition into being a consultant and mentor for Black designers. Why? Because I've mentored quite a few Black designers over the years, and a lot of their frustrations about their creative work actually came from a lack of business structure. So after we talk about some adjustments they could make, they get them made, and then their business would take off and they fell in love with design again. So in this stage of my life, my spirit is being led to help even more Black designers get organized so that they can operate as their best creative selves. Because you see, when people hear structure, they think constraints and boxed in and rules, discipline, everything supposedly opposite of what being a creative is. But how can you be creative when you're spending hours on the phone repeating yourself to prospects who probably won't sign and pay anyway? You spent the last 16 hours moving your mouth and clicking with your stomach having a full-on symphony before you forgot to eat. Now, that was me just now. Like, I literally just scarfed down some fries on that break. Or you're mad because once again you took on this shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes job instead of toasting it up with your homies for virtual brunch. The creative energy gets tied up in your frustration. So how do we fix that? No structure in how your day is set up equals lots of quote unquote free time. You look at the clock and it's 6 p.m. You scroll the timeline a couple of times and the next thing you know is 2 a.m. Where did your day go? There's no ROI on quote unquote free time. So structure your time. No structure in your processes, then you end up spending 3 hours looking for that Illustrator file before you get fed up and start over from scratch. And yes, this is someone's actual desktop with all those files on it. No structure in your policies, then your clients end up taking 3 months to get you content and you spend another 3 months chasing them for their final payment. I am not going to miss those days at all. And on top of that, you spend hours trying to decompress and get unstressed, and your creativity, it doesn't exist in the moment. Your brain is fried and your body is tired. You do not have to live this way, my friend. Let me show you the way. Know yourself. Build some structure with a routine to start and end your day that serves your inner self and replenishment. Whether it's meditation, gratitude, journaling, reading, praying, singing, dancing, gaming, exercising, or Netflix and chilling. Do a meal plan and prep your meals so you aren't losing time trying to figure out how you're going to nourish your body throughout the day. And make your downtime a priority too, but schedule it so you know it's real. Know your days and hours. So if you're like me, you're analytical during the day, you do things like household chores in the evening, but your best creative work gets done after 10 p.m. And for me, nothing gets done on Saturdays. I'm not moving. Know your boundaries. Set your office hours, when you get paid, how you get paid, how will you communicate through the project, and don't ever, 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 ever work without a contract. Know your processes. Now, if this is something you do, if it's something you do or repeat from prospect to prospect or project to project, then you need to DTA. Document, template, and automate. Document it, write, like with an actual pen and paper. Write down every little step you take through the task. Create a template for repetitive tasks, answers to questions, file setups. And for those of you who don't like to talk to people, you can actually create templates to reduce the amount of time that you have to speak to another human. Automate. Use platforms and software features that allow you to automate some of those tasks so you can free up some time you can spend creating. All in all, sometimes creativity hits you when it wants to, not when you need it to. It's pretty hard to regulate. But if you have structure in the other areas of your life, you'll have more time and mental capacity to roll with creativity when she shows up. And with that, I'm out. Thank you very much. You can holler at me on the socials. I am Auntee Rik, just about everywhere except TikTok. Thank you.